Our opportunities are layered into 3 layers. Our biggest foundation is the wellness industry. That's our foundation. Our second layer is actually the natural beverage market. A lot of people don't have no type of clue the kind of money that's in the beverage industry. Now, I'm going to give you an example. If all of us was part owner of Coca-Cola 40, 50, 60 years ago, we might not be here on a Sunday evening looking at opportunity today. Who would agree to that? Because you probably what we call done. How we spell done? R-I-C-H, done. Are you guys with on that? Okay? And what I want you guys to understand, that's all behind a little can of what? Soda pop. Does that make sense? Now, what I want everybody to really start to grasp, and this is something that I was talking with, I actually had Les Brown was over to my house the other day, and we was talking, and he said, Robert, it's amazing. I never saw this coming. He said, I never saw the wellness industry. He said, I heard about it. I read it in books. I did seminars for a lot of wellness companies. But he said, man, until I saw what you guys are doing, until the way you really broke it down, he said, Eddie, you got to almost be a borderline idiot not to get it. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, because I'm going to share something with you guys that's very, very powerful about the beverage industry. It is growing under the radar right now, the healthy beverage. And a lot of you guys are participating and don't even know it. Who in here remember 12 years ago when you was not buying bottled water? Who remember that? Who remember saying, I'll never pay for no water? Who buying bottled water today? They sucking bottled water down like it's the first time they ever had water, right? But what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is you're going to have to get with change. See, change is inevitable, and a lot of people don't like change, okay? Just like when I came down here, I hear a lot of people say, oh, the people in Little Rock got mindset, they're not about business. I'm like, guess what? If they want to make more money and got bills, I promise you, they're interested. Are you guys with me on that? I hear that everywhere I go. But what I want you guys to understand is getting with change is very important. We're changing whether we want to or not, and people don't even recognize that. And I'm going to tell you something that really hit me the other day, Thanksgiving. I was over to my mom's house, and downstairs, she still got this old hi-fi. They got the red velvet curtains on the side. Y'all remember that? With an 8-track tape player in there. And so I pulled out some records, some 45s. And my son said, Daddy, them big CDs. I was like, oh, no. You know, I was like, oh, my God. It is amazing how we're changing and don't even know it, okay? So what I'm trying to get you guys to see is whether you like change or not, you better get with the program or the program going to get with you. I'll give you an example, and I'm going to just let you know this right now. I hope nobody cry about this, but number one, it is impossible to get rich working for somebody. If you don't believe that, and I know some of y'all are here real young, keep working and find out. Does it make sense? Number two, this is very, very important. You remember the days of staying on a job 30 and 40 years, then retiring with the gold watch and the turkey? Them days are gone. Just let you know that right now. So you better be in a position to put yourself in a position to build some residual income, though you're going to be at the mercy of the economy. And there's one thing a good mentor of mine told me, Robert Kiyosaki, that wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said, you know what, Rob? The longer you stay on a job, the weaker you become. So I want you to remember that. That's very, very powerful. Everybody with me on that. But at the same time, I want you guys to recognize an industry that is growing right under the radar, right under your nose, and anybody can participate in it. How many people like that? Okay? Now, let me share one more layer of our cake that actually separate our company from anything out here on the market. I don't care if you were Prepaid Legal, Amway, Quick Star, Mary Kay, all of them are good companies, but they're not outstanding. What's the difference between Michael Jordan and a regular basketball player? Michael Jordan was what? Outstanding. They was good. That's why they made the NBA. Everybody with me on that. So what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is where we at right now, we're building a worldwide brand. No network marketing company can even come close. We're on a whole different planet as far as production because we're building a worldwide brand. And what I want everybody to understand, this is actually one of the most exciting things to me, is being in a company that started an industry that was not there. Let me give you an example. Coca-Cola, the #1 recognized brand in the world. They started the soda pop industry when there was no soda pop. AT&T, the biggest long distance company in the world. There's millions of long distance companies out there, but who still got most of the customers today? AT&T. When you guys go to the grocery store and buy baking soda, what do you get? Why? Because your mama and your grandmama told you to get it right. Because Arm & Hammer has built a brand. I want you guys to understand that. It's one thing that Arm & Hammer, Coca-Cola, AT&T got in common with teaching on the juice, is that all of these companies started an industry that was not there. That is very, very important, and then dominated that industry with a brand. Everybody with you on that? See, down the road, when people start buying Noni juice, they're going to say, well, I want the Noni that got the guy with holding the conch shell on there. That's all what? Brand. Just like when you're going to buy baking soda, you say, I need to get the one that got what? The Arm and the what? Hammer. Everybody with you on that? Very, very powerful. So who's got the dominant brand in the Noni industry? We do. How many people like that? That's pretty neat. So I want you guys to understand that we got a serious opportunity here, okay? Let me tell you a little bit about our company. Our company started July of '96. We based out of Provo, Utah. We're totally debt-free. We're the first company in the world to bring Noni to the world. We're the only network marketing company that's building their whole business off a worldwide recognized brand. Everybody with on that, okay? And we dominate the global market again. Over 95% of the Noni industry, we dominate that. Now let me just give you a little bit of stats on our company. Right now, we got over 30 offices worldwide. We're doing business in over 70 different countries, and we're handling over 29 different languages. What I'm trying to show you is the stability and the foundation that our company has, okay? The next thing is, again, we were the first company to do $1 billion in under 5 years, but this is the scary thing. We did another $1 billion in 2 years. We did our first $1 billion in 5, our second $1 billion in 2, our third $1 billion gonna be in 1, the fourth $1 billion in 6 months. Y'all, I hope y'all starting to see, okay? It's really exciting to see that, okay? Now, also, we've been in Inc. 500. We came out at number 26 on Inc. 500, and we was the #1 company to do over 100 million and the #1 healthy food product on the whole entire Inc. 500. And by the way, they said we were the fastest growing company ever in the history of the Inc. magazine since they've been in business, okay? So that's a pretty good title. Who would agree to that? That makes sense, okay? This right here is the cornerstone of our business. This is the Noni fruit. This is where this juice comes from. And what I want everybody to understand is our juice is 100% natural, but what's so powerful about Tahitian Noni juice is that this Tahitian Noni juice is actually built on 4 cornerstones. And let me share the 4 cornerstones with you. The first cornerstone is that Tahitian Noni juice comes from the fruit that I showed you called the Noni fruit. Now over in Tahiti, the word Noni means a gift from God. Everybody with me on that, okay? And what I want you guys to understand is that the people over in Tahiti has been utilizing this fruit for healing purposes and medicinal purposes for over the last 2,000 years. Our second cornerstone is that we own a proprietary flavoring and processing of this fruit juice, okay? Our third cornerstone is that we own a 6-step processing. In other words, we control and own every aspect of extracting this fruit. There's no other beverage company on the planet got that type of tracking. Try to call Tropicana Orange Juice and ask them who picked the oranges that went in your cart. So I want you guys to understand that's very, very powerful. And our fourth and final cornerstone is that there is scientific research that verifies the benefits of Tahitian Noni juice. Now, in Little Rock, Arkansas, do y'all have Barnes & Noble bookstore down here? You can go in there and ask, hey, y'all got anything on Noni? They got hundreds and hundreds of books on Noni, and there's all type of documentation on Noni juice. But I'm going to tell you something. We got 2 serious, strong documentation that I'm very, very excited about with Tahitian Noni juice. The first one is that our product was displayed on the Discovery Channel 30 minutes a day, a whole week, where they talked about the power of Tahitian Noni juice, why 10 years from now everybody's going to be drinking it. Now, anybody with common sense know if your product is on the Discovery Channel, you got to have a strong product. Who would agree to that? Because you got a lot of people skeptical down here. Oh, has anybody died from it? Is this and this? Y'all know what I'm saying, right? It was on Discovery Channel, okay? And it ain't good enough for you. How many people have heard of something called a medical PDR, called physician desk reference? Well, guess what? The Tahitian Noni juice now is in the medical PDR 2003, the physician desk reference. That's what your doctor has when you go to your doctor. That's what they give you all your prescription and non-prescription drugs from, is the medical PDR. And also for a lot of people that's skeptical about the juice, because I remember my uncle was telling my dad, oh, you just believe that juice works, okay? This is what people don't understand. The juice also works on animals. Animal does not have a placebo effect. In other words, an animal can't believe that the juice is going to help it. Everybody with it on that?